You know what, Dad? It just hit me. It hit me pretty hard just a few seconds ago. I won't say how it hit me, but it just hit me. There's something, yet another thing I have to tell you. You saw me growing up. You saw how emotionally fragile I was growing up. How I would almost cry at the drop of a hat, it seemed to you. Or if there was a slight that a friend would give me, then it was just utterly devastating. I understand that. I understand. I understand that you wanted me just to man up, sock it up, wipe those tears away, and go about life and be a man. Well, I guess my manhood didn't really start developing until I was around maybe 30, or maybe after I moved to Texas. I don't know. A lot of things that for some people it's just easy to get over or to simply grow up. But for me, there were some things that I had to struggle with, and it wasn't until recent times that I was actually able to get a clue, man up, get a little bit of control over my emotional state. There are two general parts of the human mind and the human heart. One is the thinking, the logic, the analyzing of things, and to bring things to a proper logical conclusion. And then there's the emotions. The emotions where you feel the joy, the anger, the confusion, the despair, the sadness, the ecstatic happiness, the highs and lows. I learned in recent years that part of sanity is to not let one or the other overpower. Not let one overpower the other so much that the other somehow dies or withers or shrinks into nothing. If I just let only my logic and my just cold facts take over my life, then no emotion plays into it. I would have no empathy. I would have no emotional understanding of the consequences of my thinking. Then on the flip of that, if I let my emotions control everything, then my emotions could change on a whim. My direction in life could be just based solely on how I feel that morning or that afternoon or evening. That can be affected by anything, either by real life events, by real traumatic or just, let's just say, very emotionally difficult things, or it could be the fact that I ate an overripe nectarine the night before. Feelings cannot control, hold sway over the mind. The mind and the emotions have to work together. But in that relationship, the mind must hold sway. The logic. That is what I can't say that it's something that I've been learning for years and I've somehow mastered it. I'm not saying that. Now, why am I telling you all that? Why am I telling you all that? It's because I'm nearly 50 years old and I'm growing up a little bit. And I'm thinking of some 7 years ago when you evicted us out of your house. And short while after that, there was maybe not in this order, the lawsuit that you put against us and you writing me out of your will. Now, emotionally, that was devastating to me because the big thing I was wrestling with most of my life is rejection. Now, granted, yes, I took even the slightest bit of rejection, I took it as full-blown rejection. That was when I was a kid. That was when I was a child. That's when I was emotionally, I haven't learned much at that time. It just hit me just a few minutes ago that when you evicted us, sued us, and wrote me out of your will, those were all forms of rejection. Not just of my wife, not just of your grandsons, but of me, your firstborn son. I'm not saying that to try to throw a heavy shovel of guilt on you. That's the whole point of these series of videos, is me trying to work these things out, what had happened between us, and somehow in hopes that someday that you will come across these videos and learn a few things to see what's going on in my head and in my heart. That's a big reason. This is a big reason why I deleted some 30 videos before I even uploaded them to this channel. Because most of those channels, I'll be honest with you, were emotionally fueled. And sleep deprivation as well, because most of them were made between 1 and 3 in the morning. My point is this. I felt a solid jolt, a reminder of the emotions of the rejection that I suffered. Yeah, granted, 7 years ago, some people would say, oh, you need to get over it, blah, blah, blah. No, this is not something that you just don't get over it. Or you take a bit of medicine, or you chug an extra cup of coffee, and then it's gone. The truth is, Dad, I'm still feeling the hurt of your rejection. I still feel, along with that rejection, I feel as though those times that we shared in the garage, or fishing out in the rivers, or working in the field, or camping, or what, all those great memories are never going to happen again. Yeah, granted, those were mostly childhood, young adult memories of mine, yes, but I'm thinking of the memories now that I'm 50 years old, now that I'm 49, I'm going to be 50 next month. And those memories that are lost, that could have been made. You being part of my family, you learning about my sons, whom I'm so proud of, and to appreciate and to love my wife, your daughter-in-law. Yeah, granted, she's not perfect. No one's perfect. Only Jesus Christ is perfect. But the point is this. There's a lot of missed opportunities. And you kicking me out of your life. Yeah, I heard from Aunt Cindy that you missed me, that you wanted to talk to me, that you wanted to reconnect to me. Same me to you. I want that. I really do. But you can't have just me. Because if you want just me, then you almost, in a way, just wanted to get reconnected to me. That you want me to somehow sever that opportunity of getting to know my wife and my sons. I started breaking down in some tears just about some 8 minutes ago. But instead of crawling up under my desk and just bawling my eyes out for a half hour, no. I found that just unnecessarily drains me. I got stuff to do. I got work to do. I'm just taking these few minutes just to let you know this thought. Anyway, that's enough.